Who is going to rule South Africa? When South Africans went into the ballot, they were divided on who to elect. The incumbent, Cyril Ramaphosa, was the favorite to win the elections. Well, he has scored about 40% of the total votes cast in South Africa. But when the results started to stream in, an underdog left everyone who follows South African politics in awe. This man, his name is Steenhuisen, and who has now gathered more than 21% of the total votes cast. His party is the Democratic Alliance, or if you like, the DA. Jacob Zuma would emerge the third with about 14.58% of the total votes. And before you forget, remember that Jacob Zuma was the predecessor to Ramaphosa as the South African president. The fourth candidate is the most vocal person whose theatrics made people outside South Africa to support him fully and cheer him up as he destroyed himself like a fool. Julius Malema. His party is the EFF. He has garnered less than 5% of the total votes cast. The ANC, which has now been holding on to power since the time of Nelson Mandela, the party has been crumbling down like a house of cards. Why is it so? How can it rise again? The apartheid. I know this is a topic that many South Africans who were born before 1994 find hard to discuss, but I will delve into it shallowly for the purpose of this video. When South Africa attained full independence and multi-party and multiracial party rule was introduced to them in 1994, black South Africans, who form over 90% of the country's population, had so much hope in the country. After Mandela retired, the party said that the rights of South Africans, especially the blacks, would be looked into. They believed that the resources in the country would be distributed fairly, their land which had been grabbed by the minority whites would be returned, but this would not be the case. As a result, the ANC has been losing so much popularity and its ardent followers falling out. Come to the 2024 elections, the results were a reflection of the same. If you look at the results board, you can see that Ramaphosa won't attain 50% plus one vote threshold, which is the worst since South Africa attained full independence about 30 years ago. Now Ramaphosa can't rely on an alliance with Malema's EFF to form a government because such an alliance will still not meet the threshold of forming a government. And even if Malema had enough percentage, forming a coalition could become a thorn in the flesh of Ramaphosa. Come on, don't pretend that Malema is a saint. He is vulgar and his speeches tend to gravitate towards xenophobia, like his famous chant, "Kill the boer, kill the farmer."
You when I'm sit, where were you when I'm dream? So fast kichi, the boy, so fast kichi, the tati, kichi kichi, kichima, kichi kichi, kichima, Sibram Konto, Alaye, Sibram Konto, Alaye. Shoot to kill, Kilawa. Shoot to kill, Ramasa. Kiss the poor, the farmer. Kiss the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa.
Ramaphosa has two options: to work with DA's candidate Steenhuisen or Zuma, who is his predecessor and a former ANC flag bearer, but is now in the MK party. But there are several hitches. First, the DA's policies are like water and oil to ANC's. The ANC has been fighting to liberate South Africans from the colonial rule that scarred and scared black South Africans. Call them the native South Africans if you like. If ANC joins hands with DA, the party will crumble further and lose its taste and appeal to South Africans, given that the latter is mostly composed of whites. So, Ramaphosa has the chance of joining hands with Jacob Zuma, but as I said earlier, it won't be easy. Following Zuma's expulsion from the ANC, he has held a grudge with Ramaphosa and the party. For instance, in December 2017, during the ANC conference, Zuma, who was serving as the president, tried to stop his deputy Ramaphosa from succeeding him and instead favored his former wife, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma.
And all structures of the ANC, I'm sure there has been times where we could not agree. There could be times that at times I said things that you did not like. And there could be times that comrades said things to me and perhaps must be feeling I'm keeping an anger. Not long time ago, comrades felt I should be talked to step down. And I want to say to you all here, comrades, that I bear no grudge. You are my comrades. We're expressing your views.
Ramaphosa eventually emerged victorious, catching Zuma by surprise. In 2022, Zuma, who was facing legal challenges, sued President Ramaphosa, accusing him of releasing classified files on him. Nevertheless, because of their shared history in the apartheid struggle, the ANC and the radical MK might end up working together. The MK alliance has already shown signs of forming a government with the ANC, but has insisted that Ramaphosa must go for such a political formation to take place. Well, they are seated at a corner, waiting for ANC to approach them. Will that be possible? Maybe yes, maybe no, but most probably, maybe yes. Kenya's immediate former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who was sent on a diplomatic mission to oversee the elections, advised all concerned parties to maximize on their similar ideals instead of their differences and form a coalition government for the betterment of South Africa. Whatever and whichever the case, the ANC has itself to blame for the current stalemate in the country. The party has failed to live to its ideals which it proposed or promised the South Africans after independence, and that has attracted a lot of wrath from voters. Internal rancors and factionalism have also contributed to these divisions, and the support base has been splitting day by day. In my next video, I'll discuss about a certain controversial conspiracy theory about South Africa's founding black president. Are you ready? Make sure that you have subscribed to this channel because this will be hot with a lot of casualties and creating force alike.